First for Ukrainian troops as they begin to launch counteroffensives against Russia on two fronts. President Zelensky is calling on Russian troops to flee across the border as Ukrainians make gains to retake areas now held by Russian troops. Now, I know Mitch, a former deputy who switched allegiance from Ukraine to Russia, was shot dead in the city of Kherson overnight. More strikes are continuing in the southern part of the country. And I know you have some more information at the NewsNation Smartboard.
Yeah, Adrian, UK intelligence suggests today that Russia has been trying to reinforce troops along the Dnipro River for the last month. While Russia has made significant gains in controlling large parts of Ukraine, this is the first time that we have seen Ukrainian troops successfully launch a larger scale counteroffensive to try and take back some areas of the country. And let me show you what we mean here. These are the areas in red that Russia controls right now. And this blue area here near Mykolaiv is along the Dnipro River, as we mentioned. This is where the counteroffensive is based. Now, according to the Institute for the Study of War, Russian troops along this river, this is the Privdeniba, excuse my Russian pronunciation, my Ukrainian pronunciation. The troops were here. This red line used to be here, but now those troops have been pushed back nearly 70 kilometers by this counteroffensive to the other side of the Dnipro River. Now, in the other part of the country, we're going to talk about eastern Ukraine. This is near Kharkiv. Ukrainian forces have been pushing Russian troops out of the outskirts of Kharkiv, and now they're completely out of the town of Chahiv right here in this part of Kherson Oblast. Russian troops have been forced back within 8 miles, less than 8 miles of the country's border. So Ukraine is winning back territory. Now, just across the border in Russia, the town of Belgorod, social media video is circulating of long lines of people trying to catch trains to Moscow. They are fearing that Ukrainian troops will eventually overcome Russian troops at the border and then invade Russia.
Interesting.
So that's how well things are going for the Ukrainians.
Tables.
Exactly. It's completely turning of the tables. And you have to wonder if they would actually advance into Russia or if they would just say, get out of our country and we'll stay right here.
I mean, that this will heighten the war and change the whole game. There are reports this morning early that in the area around Kherson, which you were mentioning, that Russian defenses only lasted a few hours before they were pushed out by Ukraine. So that was one of the areas Russia first occupied when the war began 6 months ago.
Less than 8 miles away from the Russian border. Now, back in the Korean conflict, I'm going to take it all the way back to the 50s. The Americans had pushed all the way up the Korean peninsula. They decided to go into China after that. And then the Chinese got involved, and then they were pushed all the way back to the 38th parallel. So you have to hope that the Ukrainians wouldn't make a similar mistake of invading Russia and then being pushed back again.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything like that, but we'll continue to watch that, of course, as we continue to see more developments. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.